Welcome back, my students. Hope you have subscribed to this channel. If you have not yet, please subscribe so that you'll be getting notifications each time I drop for you new lessons. Okay, so welcome. My name is Seguia Frank. So last time we looked at things that are contained under what? Under font. Okay, things that are contained under font here. Now today we are going to look at things that are contained under the paragraph. So see where my cursor is. So we shall be playing around here. Okay, so let's get started. So before I proceed or I go further, I want to first type something here. My three names, Seguia. Yeah, so it's very important that you first highlight what you're doing, and then after highlighting we can go back to our home. And then you will see here the first thing we're going to look at. If I hover the cover there, you'll see what is doing bullets. That means you want to bullet your points. Assuming these ones are the points, so I want to bullet them. I'll click on this drop down. If I click on it, it's going to give me more options, so I can choose to bullet it using this. I can choose to bullet using that. I can choose to bullet using this, or I choose to bullet using ticks and this. Oh, it depends on what I want. If I wanted this, I simply click on it. You see, it is as bulleted using that. So if I don't want, if I want to bullet using Roman numbers or letters or figures, I go back to home again and make sure this one is highlighted. After going to home, I don't now click on this. Instead, I'll click on the next one, which is for numbering. So when I click on numbering, I have a number of options. There's this, there's this, and so on. So if I want to number like this, I will click there. Okay, I will click there. So if I want A, B, C, D, I will click on this. So I wanted to number using 1, 2, 3. So I will click on this 1, 2, 3 sheet. Here it has numbered it for me. Okay, so let me put this text to remain highlighted. Okay, let's go back to home again. What else can we do there? By default, you see that this text, usually headings we put headings in the middle. Okay, headings we put headings in the middle. So if I want to put this heading in the middle, I first highlight this, and then I come to home. After coming home, you see this four things. The first one, if you hover it, is the alignment, aligning to the left. So I can choose to put this text on the left hand side. By default, when you're typing something, it starts from the left. Okay, but I can choose to move it to the center, to the right, so it depends on what I want. So when I click on this, it doesn't move. Realize it doesn't move simply because it is yet on the left hand side. So when I click on it again, if I click on the next one, that is at this E, Control E, this takes the text to the center. So when I click on this, to move everything to the center. So if I go to home again, I click on the next one, it moves in the text to the right hand side. So when do you move the text to the right hand side? You move the text to the right hand side especially when you're writing a letter. We all know that the address of the letter has to be here. So you can first type everything when it is on the left hand side. Then you highlight them. You move them once. Okay, you move them once that side. For example, I can have here. We can have here Arua Core PTC P. Not O, not box. I don't know. Then the dates maybe of today, 2022. So let me reduce the font size of this. I believe we're familiar with this now, how to reduce the font size. So it is now at the left hand side, so I want to move it at the right hand side. What I do is I just click on this. So you see my address is right there. Okay, now let's go back to home again, and the last thing here we can perhaps look at is the line spacing. or paragraph spacing. So I want to first highlight this. I go to home, and it is located here. So whenever I click on this, you see by default is at 1.15, but most people will say that you put the line spacing to 1.5. So when I click on 1.5, so this line spacing, the distance from here to here will be at what? 1.5. Still again, when I click on that, we also have this, where you see A and Z. That is for sorting. You can sort your work either in descending or in ascending order, depending your paragraph in depending on what you want. So, but I don't want to sort them, so I simply cancel it. I will simply leave it at that particular point. Okay. Now there are some moments whereby you find that you have an empty space or empty page, and you don't want that page to be there. So how do you remove that page? So let's try to create an empty page here. So this page is empty. I want to remove this page from here. So what I simply do is I go to home, then there's this thing here. Hope you're seeing it. So if I click on it, it will put for me something like this. Okay. So what I do is I will come now here. I will come here. I will click on my space key on my keyboard. Space key. You see, when each time you click on the space key, it removes the page. So after that, after removing this page, you now go again and you click on this icon again. So that's how you can remove the unwanted pages. Okay. So thank you. Hey, people can see me. That's wonderful. I like all you guys. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to look at, what are we going to look at? Okay, you'll find it there. But thank you. Remember, if you have not subscribed, remember to subscribe to this channel, and so that you get more notifications of what we are going to learn.